Father's Love, Episode 13, The Unconventional Team. The news spread around the school like fire that I made the final list for Tomita Awards. Congrats! I heard you made the final list. Beatrice approached me in the hallway. Thanks, but it's not like that, I said cautiously, but Beatrice already walked away. I felt torn between two worlds. I understand Mark was trying to help, but I don't think I'm ready for his help. I started looking everywhere for Mark to tell him to slow down. I entered the cafeteria, and they affixed a gigantic sign to the wall. A student from our school is a finalist for the Tomita Awards, it read. I almost slumped.
Congrats, that's a big deal.
A cook approached me with a smile. The panel has not arrived at an eventual decision, but a friend of mine is going crazy with a positive confession on my behalf, I drawled as I tried not to stumble on my words. I turned around, managing a quick smile.
How?
The cook said curiously. My dad wants to show the power of positive confession.
I don't believe that, but it's your dad, so you have to listen.
I looked down as I had no motivation to continue.
Yeah, go ahead. It sounds interesting.
He said I have to declare this to 75 people per day until they announce the list. I mentioned it to Mark, and he has run with it. He's been telling everyone, and I'm sorry he put on a sign in the cafeteria without permission.
Madame Chef,
the cook yelled out, which startled me.
Yes,
someone yelled from the back of the cafeteria.
Did Mark get permission to put up the sign in the cafeteria?
Yes, but I forgot to let the principal know. I'll let the principal know in 5 minutes. The cook made some gestures.
I think Mark is doing you more favor than embarrassing you.
Embrace the rare opportunity. I tried to say some words, but I uttered no words.
Your dad didn't specify a rule. Part of my guess is that your dad probably expected you to get some help.
I looked at the cook with fresh excitement. You think so?
I'm sure he won't be mad at you getting help. I know that 75 is a lot.
That, I believe, is the puzzle in the whole assignment. I hugged the cook and ran off. If only I could find Mark on time, I thought to myself. Congrats to a student from our school who's a finalist for the Tomita Awards, Mark's voice said on the central sound system. I ran to the sound station. Someone was fiddling with the door. Is Mark inside? I said anxiously, almost smiling.
He left some minutes ago,
the person fiddling with the door said, without looking at me. He just made the announcement now. Oh, the person laughed.
The announcement was a pre-record. He begged me to schedule it, as he expected you would come find him here.
The person shook the door twice to ensure that she locked it. I sat in a corner as I pondered and tried to digest everything going on. A group of students I normally wouldn't say hello to passed by carrying placards. The words on the placards looked sloppy and unaligned. Tomita Awards comes to our school. Finalist for Tomita Awards from our school. I only saw a few before the group walked by. Isn't it interesting how Mark is being innovative and having all the fun, I thought to myself. The rest of the day I could see Mark's handiwork, but not Mark himself. Dad was facing the kitchen shelf when I walked into the house. You won't believe what happened today, I said excitedly. Dad nodded slightly. Mark turned the school upside. Dad turned around and looked at me, smiling. Mark probably reached over 200 people in school using novel approaches to declare I made the final list. That's exactly what I had in mind, hoping you'd work with a team, and you nailed it, Dad said excitedly with his hands up in jubilation. The words of the cook in the cafeteria came to mind. I froze right away. It was like Dad didn't notice my reaction as he expressed his joy. I traced back all that happened today. Dad, why didn't you tell me I could work with a team? You didn't ask. Dad turned to me for a second. Did you?